Well, what drove the change or the decision making prior to starting with the steam was going back probably 3 or 4 years now. The university had been looking at alternatives to glyphosate. This was before glyphosate became a real problem in the market, and it, we put our heads together, and I came up with a couple of ideas. We trialled a few different things, pine oil products and various other things. The results with the organic chemicals were fairly consistent with most products on the market. The major problem that we had with the pine oil product was the smell around classrooms, and also on hard surfaces it was a little bit slippery. It was an option that we couldn't really go with in a large site with large hard surfaces as well as a lot of classrooms. Well, the investigation process began with the products that you had at the time, which was a petrol-based unit with a diesel boiler. And we also had looked at another product, but I think the problem with each of those was the noise. The noise was always going to be a problem in a campus, a university campus. We solved that problem by Weed Techniques inventing the steam weed unit electric version.
It is a big site, and for the number of staff just trying to get around to all the different garden beds and even hard surfaces, it can be challenging minimising weeds, because obviously the university doesn't want to see unsightly weeds popping up. So our job is to try to minimise as best we can, and that's where this machine, the steam weeder, comes really in hand, because it's an all-surface device that does get rid of weeds basically on hard surfaces and in gardens, and it's really great. In relation to the speed, this definitely does speed up the challenge of minimising the weeds. In terms of hand weeding, this is a way faster alternative and much more useful and efficient. And certainly in terms of minimising glyphosate use, this really comes in handy. Basically, being a university and having lots of people come through day to day, we want to minimise the risk of glyphosate being around in open areas, and so we combat that using this machine. Certainly, you can use this in any conditions, wet weather and on sunny days, and everything in between. With the fact that it just eliminates weed with speed, considering I'm not having to manually do it using my hands and breaking my back, I can just take this machine out and shave off many hours just by using the machine rather than hand control or things of that nature. In the future, I definitely see this machine being used on other sites and other campuses to definitely minimise that effect of using chemical control.
I would say that it's a transition on sensitive sites.
Yep.
It may not be a cover-all industry product. Certainly it's very, very useful for sensitive sites in our sort of industry.
We've seen more adaptations to the actual lands. Having that spray nozzle's really going to be helpful for cleaning off hard surfaces, scraping gum off if necessary. So it can be used from that sort of aspect to it.
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay.
Okay, thanks guys.